Hi, Craig Plants with Resident Realty. Thanks for coming to our vlog or watching our vlog today. It is April 18th, 2017. Our subscriptions keep growing. As I said in our last one, we're over 25,000 subscribers, and that seems to be growing a little slower, but we reached critical mass pretty quickly. I think the MLS issues were driving that a lot. I'm getting some emails from people about some alternative questions, so I'm going to cover one of those today. Again, as you know, Resident Realty offers agents a great location to hang their license with 5 offices now in Colorado. We just opened a new one in West Metro Denver on Harlan and I-70, and look forward to bringing on more agents on the west side of the Denver area. We currently have just over 360 agents, and we're growing pretty quickly. I expect us to reach between 450 and 500 by the end of this year, which is the goal that we have in place. Resident Realty has multiple managing brokers that you can reach by dialing one phone number, and it rings all of our managing brokers. So there's always somebody there for you to talk to up until 7 p.m., 7 days a week. The topic I want to talk about today is the market that we're in escalation clauses. It's pretty interesting how we are in a great market. We're noticing that closings are still increasing over last year, and the offers are getting put in line. Basically, people are doing everything they can to get their offer accepted. And so escalation clauses are now part of that. You end up with multiple offers, and then you end up with an escalation clause. One of our agents had an escalation clause in one of their offers, and in a nutshell, the property was listed at $379,900, and one of the offers came in that had an escalation clause that said we will pay $2,000 above the next highest offer, up to a maximum of $400,000. And we will want to see that contract to pick so we can know what that dollar figure is. Well, when my agent presented that to me as a managing broker and asked how I would respond, I gave my suggestions, but I decided we should all talk with the sellers because they're ultimately the ones that are going to decide. And my thought to the sellers was, this other agent thinks they're doing a very good job for their client by giving them the property at the best possible price they can get it, as long as certain caveats are met. However, what they're really doing, in my opinion, is they're just laying that their clients, all their cards right on the table. So if that happened to have been the one that we wanted to accept, in other words, $400,000 with the loan conditions and things that were in place, closing deadline and things to that effect were in place, that would be the one that we would accept. But why then, since we are presented with an offer, why would we be interested in negotiating when they've already told us what their top line dollar is? So I instructed the seller and our agent that my response would be, we'll accept your offer for $400,000, but we're going to remove all of your requirements regarding seeing other contracts and things like that, and we're going to put a short deadline time. That way, we are not taking your house off the market if we have other offers that we're going to be able to look at and negotiate upon. So when that offer was sent back, that counter offer was sent back at a $400,000 purchase price, the agent on the other side was livid. Called me and asked me if I knew that our agent was doing this, because that's not what they wanted on their end. And I took the time to explain to that agent that our agents were representing the seller, and the other agent on the other side, that person, was representing their client, trying to get the best deal from them. But what they really did was let us know what your client's worst case scenario would be to purchase the property. And so we did what was best for our client. Now, the reason I'm bringing all this up is because these escalation clauses, they just create problems left and right. And I tell our agents, unless your client really wants you to do it, try and distract them from writing an escalation clause. Put your best foot forward. If you don't get the property, let's move on. And that goes to not waiving appraisal and waiving inspections. They're just not a good idea. the property prices right now are fantastic and homes are flying off the shelves. However, we don't know what can happen 3, 4, 5 years, and we're buying properties and our clients are buying properties at a peak price. You're going to be tasked with selling that property in 3 years. What if 2008 happens all over again? You're not putting your client in the best situation or advising them what the best situation is. In many situations, the client still wants to go ahead with these items, and it's our job to go ahead and produce those. But I just thought that was quite an interesting little scenario that I wanted to discuss with you. And for any agents out there who receive those types of counters from our agents, now you kind of know the reasoning behind it. It's just, if we're working for our best interest of the seller in these cases, and the other agents working for the best interest of their buyer, and what they're really doing in many cases is they're laying all the cards for those agents out on, or I'm sorry, for those buyers out on the table. So I hope this is informative and something that you can use in the future, and wish you the best. I'll look forward to talking to you again on the 28th of April, and until then, have a great day.